Hello. We're going to look at the idea of what postgraduate research might be. And largely, what postgraduate research is dependent wholly on context. There can be no one answer. If you look at the idea of research, some things will remain constant. I would suggest that research at whatever level will have something to do with identifying and answering questions through evidence. But there are lots of different ways we can look at what research might be. One of the things we have to consider is this idea of dual professionalism. And this adds complexity to the idea of what research we might carry out, because we are both educators and lecturers working within the social sciences, and many of us are also artists. And sometimes arts research is seen to be a contested area. It's not always sat comfortably within external frameworks such as the RAE and the REF, and it's certainly a creative area, and I think it's quite exciting that we've got this opportunity sort of to redefine the idea of research and scholarship. So if we look at the methodologies we could use, we could adopt a social sciences approach, and we could carry out some educational research and with those specific methodologies in mind. We could consider an action-based research, a practice-based research. We could take a mixed methodology approach and combine lots of different methodologies, or we could try an object-based ethnographic approach. We could start looking at books such as Rose's visual methodologies and how they can be used to research information too. And if you're interested in kind of orienting yourself within all these kind of different research frameworks, I would. This is a great resource. It's available on the web from the University of Derby, and it gives you a really nice map of where you might lie in terms of your research, and you can kind of click on any of these terms and you'll be presented with a short video presentation that describes what this is. So I would certainly suggest having a look at this if you're interested in carrying out research. And the thing you have to bear in mind is that one size does not fit all. The sort of research your colleagues carrying out, even though they might be a lecturer in the same subject as you, may not suit you. And that's also to do with external factors. You know, some people might want to carry out different sorts of postgraduate qualification routes, practice-based research, research projects that explore their specialism or process, or projects that look at cross-curricular collaboration. So lots and lots of different options. The one we're going to start with in terms of a sort of how-to guide is practitioner-led action research, and this is because it's a great kind of starting point for the beginning researcher. It's also great if you're very, very time hungry, which many of us are, because it works within your practice. You gather materials within with the sort of data that you're already gathering, and it can improve learner outcomes, define and support your own creative or teaching practice. So the first video that we're going to produce looks at that particular model. And I do want to show you the references that I've used here, because some of these are worth looking at, and we're going to be having some of these books bought for us for the library. So if you're interested in researching in the arts, the Routledge Companion is both modern and very, very interesting, full of rich perspectives. There's Cohen, Mannion and Morrison, which is a kind of how-to guide for research methodologies in education, so that's worth looking at as well. Visual methodologies I mentioned, and the master's course run at HCA, which has had sort of huge acclaim from external examiners. That uses Gray and Malins as one of their textbooks. So lots of different ideas as to where you could go, and I hope that's been helpful. Thank you.